How's it going, guys? And welcome back to No Shill Honest Review. Today we're going to be doing a review on Iron Man 3. That's right, it's back for the third time with a whole new story featuring Robert Downey Jr., Don Cheadle, and I tell you what, I love the first Iron Man. It was directed by Jon Favreau, who plays Happy Hogan, and he launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe, literally the house that Robert Downey Jr. built. Iron Man 2 added to that and helped begin to link some of the other characters together and brought us Whiplash, which some people loved him, some people hated him. We'll save that for another video. But today we're going to talk about Iron Man 3. The movie that brought you the best depiction of the Mandarin that I could ever imagine. It did new things and took it in a different direction and then turned it into a joke. They showed you all these awesome new suits and capabilities that Tony Stark has built with, the nanotech, and they just fly and attach to his body. And then they have a 10-year-old snap a finger on one of the suits 2 scenes after he was wearing that suit and held up his house. This movie was directed by Shane Black, the guy that punched up some of the dialogue and writing for the original Predator film and brought you a movie that I absolutely love named Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. And rumor has it that Downey's performance in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is what won him over to get the role for Tony Stark. Now, in case you didn't guess by now, the special effects are fantastic and the acting is top notch, but the script, I'm going to tell you outright, was garbage. That's right, I'm giving you my review of Iron Man 3, and I'm looking you right into the camera and telling you, I don't like this movie. I know, it's hard to believe because I'm a massive Marvel fan. In fact, I have an Iron Man helmet tattooed right here on my arm. So, when I say that this movie takes everything from the comic book and just throws it away, this is a classic example of Hollywood studios and executives thinking that they can take something that's already perfect and change everything about it, and then somehow think that they're going to make something better than the great Stan Lee. And that's just not going to happen. And then finally, there's another thing I have to talk about with this movie. Not only did they ruin the Mandarin, which is ridiculous because the setup they had was better than the Mandarin that we got for Shang-Chi. They turned it into a joke, and now they won't even let the joke die. They keep bringing Trevor Slattery back in all these new Marvel projects, and I just want it to go away. But not only that, not only did they mix that up with Extremis and have Aldrich Killian as the new Mandarin, which made no sense, but then they gave Extremis to Pepper Potts, and conveniently, the only person that got Extremis and didn't explode and die. And then after that, she comes back in other movies and doesn't have Extremis and doesn't explode and die because reasons. But the biggest issue I have with this film is, and as an afterthought, right before the end credits, Tony Stark says, "Yeah, I had time to look into some other things too," and they remove this. They remove it. So now he doesn't even need that to keep the shrapnel out of his heart. So the arc reactor is no longer in his chest. So they undid everything about Iron Man. He spends 3/4 of the movie not in suit. And then at the end, when Rhodey shows up, the Iron Patriot, the suit that Tony designed specifically for Rhodey to wear and no one else would have clearance, they wouldn't even let the military take a look at any of the software in the suit per Iron Man 2. In Iron Man 3, the vice president hops in the suit and flies off, knows how to control it, has clearance to operate it. I don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because they don't know. They just made stuff up and threw it in and said, what if this happens? Like a 10-year-old with some action figures. Now, I'm going to go back to my scale 1 to 10 on this, and I'm going to give Iron Man 3 a 3. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell. And I will see you next time. And I am Iron Man.